Good morning, everyone. It is the time and place for the Blair County Board of Commissioners meeting for October 23rd, 2025. Welcome, everyone. I see we have a full house. This is wonderful. We're excited. First of all, I would ask that you all join me in a moment of silent reflection and prayer. Would you all please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Do we have any executive session announcements?
Yes, we have one on October 21st, 2025 at approximately 10:30 a.m. The Commissioners, Assistant HR Director, Chief Clerk, and Assistant Chief Clerk met regarding one open position.
Thank you. All right. Next, we have approval of the meeting minutes of October 9, 2025. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
It passes. The minutes are approved. Next, we have public comment. That's not the students. We're going to get to you guys in just a minute. Anyone else here, though, that has public comment? All right, thank you. All right. There are only two of us here today, so there are only two making comments. Do you have any comments for today?
I will let you take this one.
Okay. Well, the only comments I'm going to make, we want everyone to be aware that at Fort Roberdeau this Saturday, from 10:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., we have a special event for veterans recognition. And I see that Glenn is here, and as a result, I'm going to let him give a little more details about this.
Yes, it's an annual tradition at Fort Roberdeau to have a Veterans Tribute Program on the last Saturday of October. We are very good fortune and blessed by Del Grosso Foods and their subs. They provide the subs, and we have a free lunch, and we have a fun program each year. This year we have the Pennsylvania Company, which is a reenactment group that will do some military drilling. And it's interesting how the drills have not changed that much from the Revolutionary War to today's boot camp. And to the boot camp. So it's very nice to see that. And this year we're celebrating the 250th birthdays of the three original branches, the Army, Navy, and Marines all had their birthdays in 1775. So we're having a Battle of the Branches trivia game between the Marines, Army, and Navy. So that, as Commissioner Webster said, it's this Saturday, 10:30 to 1 o'clock. It's a great time. There's one flyer left if anybody wants to take that meeting. Thank you.
I have another one. There are two, just in case. Thank you, Glenn. I figured since you were here, we'd just let you fill in all the details. Thank you. All right. Today we have an important proclamation. We have a group of students here from Hollidaysburg High School, and we have the 2025 Red Ribbon Week proclamation that I will read right now. Whereas alcohol and substance abuse in this nation have reached epidemic stages, and whereas substance abuse is particularly damaging to one of our most valuable resources, our children, and a contributing factor in 3 leading causes of death for teenagers: accidents, suicides, and homicides. And whereas it is imperative that visible, unified prevention education efforts by community members be launched to eliminate the demand for drugs. And whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign offers citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug-free lifestyles, which is no use of illegal drugs, no illegal use of legal drugs, and whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign will be celebrated across America during Red Ribbon Week, which is October 23 through 31, 2025. And whereas business, government, parents, law enforcement, media, medical institutions, religious institutions, schools, senior citizens, service organizations, and youth will demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing and displaying red ribbons during this week-long campaign. And whereas the community of Blair County, Pennsylvania further supports the efforts of the Red Ribbon Campaign. Now therefore be it resolved, the Commissioners of the County of Blair of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania do hereby proclaim October 23 through 31, 2025 as Red Ribbon Week and encourage its citizens to participate in drug prevention education activities, not only during Red Ribbon Week, but all year long, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free Blair County. I make this in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. The proclamation then is approved. Commissioner Burke and I will sign this. Commissioner Kessling's not here today. He would be signing as well if he were here. So don't be concerned that it's not completely signed. We have moved and seconded that this is a proclamation that we have accepted for the county. So what you guys typically do is you come forward and take a picture of you with your proclamation. Would you all like to do that? Okay, come on forward. And then we have presentations from some of the members of the high school student group.
Hello, my name is Aaliyah Walk, and I'm speaking today on behalf of the Students Against Destructive Decisions Club, also known as SAD, at the Hollidaysburg Senior High School. Throughout the year, our mission is to make this school a drug-free and positive environment. We sponsor many events to help show the students at Hollidaysburg that you do not need to rely on drugs and alcohol to cope with your struggles, but you also do not need to use them to have fun either. Some events we sponsor throughout the year include our wellness fair, Expressions Against Depression, Coffee with a Cup, and of course, Red Ribbon Week. In April of this year, myself, other members of SAD, Ms. Garman, our wellness counselor at Hollidaysburg, and an employee of Blair Drug and Alcohol all went up to Harrisburg for the CPA Youth Summit. There, we got to lobby with our state legislators to increase funding for prevention education. We hope to take more members up in the spring and bring forth more ideas for the legislators to consider. Red Ribbon Week is important for our club because it gives us another opportunity to give our peers resources and examples on how living a drug-free life can be beneficial to them. Throughout the week, we will have theme days that correspond with coping mechanisms and healthy reminders in the announcements. We have also found lots of helpful resources to send to parents throughout the week that highlight the resources in our community. Today after school, we will be giving students candy if they are wearing their seatbelts when they are leaving. Sunday, we will be writing motivational messages in chalk for the students to see on Monday, and we will have different activities throughout the week for students to engage in. We would like to thank everyone for allowing us to come in today and celebrate the start of Red Ribbon Week with you all.
Thank you very much. You folks are welcome to stay for the rest of our meeting. It's not going to be a very long one, probably. So if you'd like to get a little bit of civic education in too, you can stick around. Or if you wish to leave, you can do so whenever you choose to do that. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate your presence here today. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Would you please take us through the consent agenda?
Yes, thank you. The consent agenda is Resolution 487, 2025, ratification of the following 8 warrants that are listed. Ratification of the total payroll for the paycheck dated October 17, 2025, in the total amount of $967,253.19. We have 2 budget transfers, one to cover the cost of legal services for McNeese Wallace in the amount of $13,314, and the other, the cost of the HVAC maintenance for $1,455. Agricultural Land Preservation Board is requesting approval of the reappointment of Commissioner Amy Webster to the Agricultural Land Preservation Board as Commissioner Representative for the term of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. Blair County Airport Authority is requesting approval of the reappointments of Gary Orner and Andrew Swope to the authority. The terms are effective January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2030. Blair County Children, Youth, and Families Advisory Board requesting approval of the appointment of Angie Best to the board. The term is effective January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. For County Road 101, requesting approval to receive a $10,000 certified check from Texas Eastern Pipeline as collateral for access to a pipeline off of County Road 101, Everett Road. Sections I and J cover employments and resignations.
May I am seeking a motion for the approval of the consent agenda. I'm not sure. I'm on here. I'm not sure I'm on here to be reappointed, and I know you've got abstentions. Those 2 items, okay, or 3
I
actually.
think there's actually going to be 4,
Okay,
because I'm a no on one of the items.
okay. Which one is?
On G, I'm a no.
Okay, so I'm going to mark these. So we are removing the 2 payments, Blair Senior Services and Holidays for
Yep.
Agricultural Land Preservation Board and Children Youth Advisory Board.
Yes.
Okay. And we will deal with those next week. All right.
Okay.
Now, would you like to make a motion?
Sure. With the exception of those 4 items, I will move to approve the consent agenda.
And I'll second that. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the consent agenda is approved, with the exception of the 4 items. All right. 911 Center. You do not look like either Mark or Emily, but that's okay. Good morning,
But I'm
Chris.
still Department of Emergency
I know.
Services.
I know.
So I'm requesting approval of the Advantage Prime Service Agreement renewal between the County of Blair, Department of Emergency Services, and Genmark Schneider Electric for the VA Galaxy 5000 uninterrupted power supply system for the period of November 1st, 2025 through October 31st, 2026 in the amount of $5,800.
I'll make a motion for the approval of this request for a renewal between Advantage Prime Service Agreement and the County of Blair as listed here. Is there a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Go on.
Mhm.
I'm requesting approval for the submission of the federal fiscal year 2023 through 2025 Hazardous Materials Emergency Preparedness Grant, HMEP, Year 3 Annual Status Report to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency, PEMA, for the period of April 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2025. That's our closeout, just stating we completed those projects.
Right, thank you. I'll make a motion that we approve the submission of the HMEP Grant Year 3 Status Report to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? Nope. All right. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you
you.
very much. Next is Public Works. Oh, Lisa. Well, it's good to see you here today. This is your first presentation to us.
This is.
Good, that's exciting.
I'm requesting approval for the agreement of purchase under bidding threshold between the County of Blair and PA Municipal, Inc. for county road and bridge signs set forth in county-approved purchase orders.
I will make a motion that we approve the agreement for purchases under the bidding threshold between the County of Blair and Pennsylvania Municipal Incorporated for county road and bridge signs, which we seem to be switching out frequently. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here requesting approval of the quote dated October 2nd, 2025 from Paneer to design and produce an interpretive panel and exhibit base and frame for the Fort Roberdeau lead mine exhibit in the total amount of $1,810.
I'll make a motion that we approve the quote dated October 2nd from Paneer to design and produce an interpretive panel and exhibit for the lead mine exhibit. Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Is this covered by the donation?
But, yeah, yes,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, we were wondering that. Good, okay. We're not spending general funds on this. All right. Did we make the motion? Yeah, we did. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion passes. Social services. Good morning, Trina.
Good morning. Our first item is requesting approval of the cooperative agreements between the County of Blair and the 5 entitlement municipalities to submit an application and to administer the fiscal year 2025 Community Development Block Grant Program on their behalf. The 5 OBOs are listed: Hollidaysburg Borough, Tyrone Borough, Annis Township, Blair Township, and Frankstown Township. Again, this is the cooperative agreement that lists who is responsible for what with the administration of the program.
Is there a motion?
I will move to approve the cooperative agreements as outlined on the agenda.
Short, sweet, and to the point. I like it. I'll second that. Any questions or comments? No. All right. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. No opposition. Motion passes.
Thank you. We're requesting approval of the fiscal year 2025 Fair Housing Resolution. As a recipient, again, CDBG funds are federal. They are enacted by through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. So we are required to adopt a fair housing resolution.
Is there a motion for this?
I move to approve the fiscal year 2025 Fair Housing Resolution.
It's been moved and I'll second that. Are there any questions or comments? We've already signed the resolution, haven't we? Back in the spring, don't we do that in the spring?
So in the
That's a
spring,
different one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Just want to make sure
yeah,
we've got the right
typically
paperwork.
April is Fair Housing Month. Typically, we do activities, an extra activity in April just because of Fair Housing Awareness. Yeah.
Okay. The reason I asked is that we didn't have a resolution to read, and so I wanted to make sure we were covered, that's all.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of this request, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion passes.
Thank you. We're requesting approval for the submission of the federal fiscal year 2025 Community Development Block Grant Application, CDBG, to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development on behalf of the 17 non-entitlement communities, the County of Blair, in the total amount of $247,152. And again, just as a reminder, for anybody who doesn't remember, there are one contract, 6 allocations within that contract. So this is your, these are the projects, and this is the allocation that the commissioners are responsible for selecting the projects.
Thank you. Is there a motion for this approval?
I move to approve the submission of the Community Development Block Grant application for the non-entitlements as outlined on the agenda.
I'll second that. Any comments or questions? I think we already covered them. Thank you. All right, those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. No opposed. Then the motion is granted.
All right. Our last item, again, like I said, there are 6 allocations. We're requesting approval of the submission of the combined federal fiscal year 2025 Community Development Block Grant, CDBG application to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development for the County of Blair on behalf of the 17 non-entitlements and the 5 entitlement communities in the total amount of $816,389.
Is there a motion to approve this?
I move to approve for the submission of the combined federal fiscal year 2025 Community Development Block Grant application as outlined on the agenda.
I'll second that. Any questions or comments? All right.
Thank God we have Trina. That's what I would say.
Yeah, really. Yeah, this is wonderful. Lots of grants. This is what great, and to help housing in our whole county. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
This is very, very helpful. We couldn't do it otherwise. No.
Yes, the county is responsible for, so every municipality in Blair County does receive CDBG in some form.
Right.
Blair County is responsible for 22 of those municipalities. Logan Township will receive theirs directly from DCED. The city receives theirs directly from HUD. So every municipality gets it in some form.
Thank you. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? No. All right, the motion is granted.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you very much, commissioners.
The staff is also grateful to Trina.
For preparing all of that.
Yeah. For the commissioners, we are requesting approval of the 2026 through 2028 solicitor fee proposal from Gabriel Farah Law Firm.
I will make a motion to approve the 2026 to 28 solicitor fee proposal. Is there a second?
Second for the sake of discussion.
Okay.
I
Open to
continue to believe we have better options, and I will be voting no on this.
All right, then I guess I will withdraw the motion and move it to next week.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Requesting approval to submit a statewide LSA local share account grant application in the amount of $952,390 to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, and to be awarded by the Commonwealth Financing Authority, the CFA, for mobile radio replacement as part of the Blair County Regional Fire Radio Project. This is a grant that the County of Blair is the primary sponsor on behalf of the fire departments. And we had a This was discussed previously with the commissioners, so just that background.
I will make a motion that we approve the submission of the LSA grant application for the benefit of the fire companies for the mobile radio replacement project. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
I would just say, I think I'm grateful that the commissioners were all agreeable to prioritize the radios for fire companies in applying for this grant. However, we know that the LSA funding is oversubscribed and it's very difficult to get. I think that we need to draw attention to the fact that a lot of the ways we are funding our emergency services are not sustainable, especially when it comes to providing them appropriate equipment to do their jobs. And without this money, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a lengthy process to get the radios that they need to continue to communicate with the 911 center and with other emergency responders. And it's unfortunate that we don't have something more automatic to get them what they need. So I just want to draw attention to that. I think it's something we need to look at, at the higher levels of government, certainly, because this is simply it's not sustainable to continue doing this into the future.
And just to add to that, the issue is that we are mandated by the upper levels of government to provide these things, and we certainly want our 911 and EMA departments to be able to deal with all the needs of the safety of our entire community. Unfortunately, we are mandated to do these things, but we do not necessarily receive sufficient funding, so we have to apply for grants that cover all sorts of things. I mean, there could be lots of other communities applying for the similar situation project or for other projects, so it does really make it difficult. There is one thing that our lobbying group, the County Commissioners Association, has been dealing with for several years with the state government is to increase the cell phone fee, because the fee that used to be charged on landline phones is, of course, dissipating because people aren't using landlines. As a result, we're asking that just be moved to be charged to cell phones, and that would then help to fund the entire EMA and 911 departments throughout the Commonwealth. So we continue to push for that because that would certainly be more sustainable, but it's not an answer to everything either. There are so many demands that are made upon the counties, and everyone in the county tries their best to obtain grants and other funding resources to take the burden off of the taxpayers. So we will all keep working towards that, and we appreciate the efforts that everyone put into working with us for the mobile radio replacement project. Well, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. I think it was a foregone conclusion, right? No one is opposed. That motion is granted.
Thank you.
There is no old business, and the next meeting will be next Thursday, October 30th, here at 10 o'clock in the morning. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that. It's been moved and seconded. We're adjourned.